What? Whoa, that was a quick transition. You're supposed to have a cut there. But anyways, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? How's everyone doing? It is a beautiful Tuesday. I did miss yesterday's stream. I gotta say, I was a little hungover. Sunday night I partied a little bit too hard, and Monday I was a little bit hungover. There was no chance in hell that I was gonna be able to provide you guys with a good content, good stream yesterday. So I had to pull the plug on that stream. But we are back here today. Market with the amazing monster move to the north side. I mean, insane moves on Tesla, insane moves on a couple stocks that had earnings, upgrades, and downgrades too. So we'll run through all those positions. We even have a bunch of stocks coming out with earnings today. We'll go through all those earnings players, but most importantly, what are we thinking about this new thumbnail today? What are we thinking about this new thumbnail? Dieter saying epic thumbnail. I mean, look, that thumbnail error occurred. What do you mean error occurred? You guys see me, right? The stream's working. The stream's good. Okay, stream's good, because over here it said stream crashed for some reason. Stream's good, but everything is these thumbnails are kind of getting out of hand, guys. But hopefully you guys like the thumbnail. We are experimenting with the thumbnails. We're trying something fun, and I'm liking the direction we're taking the YouTube channel at the moment. But we gotta love the direction that the market's going in. I mean, take a look at Tesla today, up 7%. Are we joking here? QQQ with an insane move, SPY with an insane move. A lot of banks, especially the Canadian banks, BNS, BMO. I think BMO was actually a little bit flat, started off on the red side, but BNS with the monster move to the north side today. All across the board, it was just a nice rally on a Tuesday. While we're also waiting for economic calendar events to come out, Fed Powell chair did mention that there is more hikes for sure about to come in, no doubt about it, and they are waiting to see how the economic calendars will play out. And a couple of important information numbers coming out. I think non-pharma payrolls will show you the economic calendar later on, and other important numbers coming out. Did you see ICCT? ICCT is 200% up. What's this, a brand new IPO? No, it's a SPAC. No, it's not even a SPAC. What is this, a penny stock? Penny stock going up to $500. Is this the largest percent increase since May 2019? Data talk. What's the catalyst for it? I did not see ICCT. Yeah, that's what I thought. Probably just a split to get the stock under to get its price above $1, but there should be no other catalyst behind it. Not really too interested on stocks like these, man. I'll tell you, you're just asking for to get burned. I mean, this stock was probably getting ready to delist and had to reverse split in order to get back above $1, and now you're just seeing absolute nonsensical moves coming in without actual any meaning behind it. It says some sort of a merger corp, ICCT FG merger corp, cloud-based software technology services which focus on compliance, workflow, productivity, electronic health records, iCore RX, iCore PDMP, iCore Pay, iCore Cloud, iCore Secure, iCore IT. The company was founded in 1992, headquarters in FL, I think that's Florida. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if there's anything actually of substance behind this trade over here, but tons of volume traded on the day today compared to how much the stock probably does, which is absolutely nothing. So lots of volume traded, probably some opportunities to make money, but I will be very careful investing in it. Let's go to the earnings plays that are actually coming out very, very soon. Right now we got HPE at 405, HPQ at 415, Box coming out at 405, and PVH at 415 also. So a couple of them should be hitting the numbers at the moment. HPE to start off with, and looks like a little bit of a pop to the north side already coming in on HPE. Let's go to trade ideas, because I like trade ideas charts a little bit better now after getting more and more familiar with it. HPE showing us this over here is a daily chart, and you can see how we are pretty much at a triple top, quadruple top, depending on how you want to see it. I'm looking at this whole area as 1, this whole area is 2, this whole area is 3, but you can look at, multiple times. Do we keep interacting with that $18 area? So let's see if this earnings report comes in, allows us to really get above 18 and really start testing the stock above the $18 prices. And that's the price point that we almost ran up to. 17.20 came into play over here, but like I said, that 18.814 area at the moment, very interesting to me as to how the stock will really behave above here or below or around these ranges based on the earnings report, as we are waiting for it to come out. I don't see it on our trusty tool. Oops, let me just close this one. Yeah, on our trusty tool from Benzinga yet. No real HPE numbers hitting the wires just yet. So why don't we just go instead to other stocks that actually had news today and went up, quite a bit to the north side. Recently, these stocks broke previous 52. Oh, there we go. As soon as I was talking about HPE numbers are now coming out. Looks like the stock might be getting ready to go to that $18 area or so. But let's come back to AT&T and Verizon while we wait for HPE to really give us numbers. For anyone looking for the numbers, they are beat but very slightly. HPE coming in at 0.49 versus 0.47. Sales of 7 billion versus 6.99 billion. So very light beat over here on HPE. On Box, we also got beats coming in on Box on both sides, on EPS and on revenue. But revenue is a little bit more beat on the percentage scale, but looks like they are not guiding the right way, as the stock is now plummeting to the downside, going down 10% or so, now down 9.6, but almost went down. How was it? 13%? Yeah, 12-ish% to the downside off the earnings report over here on Box, on a beat on EPS and on revenue, but I'm guessing a miss on guidance and hence dropping to the downside. HPE, obviously, like we mentioned, going to the upside on positive earnings report. Now let's go back to AT&T, which got upgraded recently. They started pushing to a whole new 52-week low and interacting with a much longer time frame price point. So this one over here coming down to 2003 2009 lows, 2003 2009 lows, making a new 52-week low, and then popping back up. We looked for those longs over here and they paid out, and now companies like Citibank and other banks are coming out and they're upgrading both these companies, AT&T and Verizon, and looks like they are getting ready to get back above the previous 52-week low areas and find some support around these price points. So nice little move up to both of these stocks today. 3% up on Verizon and almost 3% up. I believe it was actually 4% up. 4% up on AT&T, pulling back right to the 50-period EMA on the daily chart. So we could possibly look for some resistances coming in around these areas, right? Previous demand areas could probably turn into new supply areas unless demand really shows back up again. So looking to see if resistance shows up again somewhere around these price points from $15 to $16 on AT&T, giving us some possible shorts right back to the downside once those resistance show back over here, and kind of the same idea over here for Verizon, just going to be different price points, but you get the overall picture. HPE now returning to the downside after earnings report. Looks like HPE sees Q4 numbers within the range of estimates and revenue numbers to be within the range of the estimates, 7.2 to 7.5. They're expecting 7.49, and they were expecting EPS of 0.49, and the range is 0.48 to 0.52. So HPE actually, not really announcing too much of a miss over there. Kind of in line on both of these numbers. They're in line with guidance. They're in line with the revenue and EPS. So looks like HPE is just going to be a little bit of a flat trade, continuing to be a nothing burger, most likely trading in these same old ranges. The stock might have to be forgotten for tomorrow, as we might not actually find a good trade off of this one. But Box might be something to keep an eye out for, as the stock did drop down to previous levels which the stock was earlier trading at earlier this year. and actually took out multiple levels on the daily chart that we would love to see how the stock trades around at. So taking out that $30 area, $29 area, dropping down to this 28 double bottom, also a little bit of a resistance over here shown previously, and then we broke out. So looking at to see how this $28 area behaves. I think on the daily, on the 5-minute chart though, or on the after hours, you can see we actually dropped much lower than 28. We pushed down to 26.50. So it is possible that the stock could tomorrow open in to SSR, meaning it might be a little bit trickier to short the stock BOX. At the same time, I'm not saying, look for the SSR long trade, the SSR long amazing whatever. That is a possibility and option for us to keep an eye out for. But at the moment, I'm more interested in shorting the level through 28 over here, because I think the real SSR bounce, if you're looking for one, will be somewhere around these prices of $25, $24 tomorrow, if there is any SSR bounce available in this stock. So I'm looking at this 24.50 to 25, and then this 24, which is the 52-week low, for a possible bounce area. But a short through 28, if it is even possible, a possible trade off the open. I don't think it will be. I think the stock actually opens under 10%, down more than 10%, so expecting that mechanic to already be triggered. But if it's not, then shorts through 28 seems like a great trade for me, as we expect to move down to $25 on BOX. Couple other stocks coming out with earnings. AMBA, no real beat on earnings. Oh, actually pretty decent beat on EPS, and decent beat on revenue too, but the stock doesn't do any volume. Oh my goodness, dropping like it's hot. I thought you were doing good. What happened there? Earnings per share, you lost 15 cents and you were estimated to lose 21 cents. You made 62.12 million compared to estimate of 62.05 million, but you are absolutely getting woodshedded right now. Drop to the downside big time. As you guys can see, clearing multiple levels over here on the daily scale too. Sadly, the stock doesn't really do too much volume. I actually took it off my watch list. This is my watch list for today. Everything that I want to talk about for you guys. And AMBA was on there for a little while until I realized the stock doesn't really do any volume. But over here on beat on both earnings and revenue, incoming a big slap to the face for AMBA. Pretty sad over there. HPE, we did go through HPE, but there's another division of HPE, I guess, HPQ, Hewlett Packard Enterprises and Hewlett Packard Inc. Isn't that the same company? HPQ and HPE? I don't know. I thought it was. But HPQ is I guess the computer side. Oh, there's 3 of them. Is there an HP also? Oh, there is. No, that's different. That's different. Okay. Tale of 3 tickers. I guess HP was a ticker before. The company split into HP Inc. and HP Enterprises. So HP split into HPQ and HPE in 2015. Adding to this confusion, petroleum driller HP okay, something like that. But you guys get the idea. So one of them missed earnings. This one's coming out, or beat earnings, but they are dropping down. This one's supposed to come out at 4:15 HPQ. Waiting for another minute or so for this one's number to come out. In that meantime, why don't we head over to the big monster trade today on board? Tesla, ladies and gentlemen, popping off from that November 2nd, 2022 high. So if you go to the 5-minute chart, look at that bounce. And I'll promise you, I did not put this line just from watching the stock move today. I pulled it up. I saw the line already there. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. And the stock absolutely launches off from it. I think Tesla had some self-driving news catalyst coming out. I don't really see anything else too important on Tesla besides that. On the news catalyst today, let me actually even put it through our trusty friend over here, Trade Ideas. Sorry, not Trade Ideas, Benzinga. Use my link down below to subscribe to Benzinga to get the latest news for the stock market. Trying to see if there's anything. Tesla shares are trading higher amid strength. Tesla reverses course, indicates a new bull run could be on the horizon. That was at 7:47 a.m. So all of these are today. So yeah, I don't really see. Doesn't hate LiDAR, says it's good for space vehicles. Tesla rolls out full self-driving beta for vehicles equipped with hardware. There you go. That's the full FSD news. Software is like Apple. You can't just copy it. Watch X on your Tesla screen. Want you to watch X on Tesla screen, but safety advices have raised alarm. X like porn or X like Twitter X? Tesla unlocks free supercharging across Europe in 10-year anniversary celebration. Oh, okay. Tesla reverses courses. We already saw that news catalyst. So basically, the FSD news coming in hot, and I guess some insider buying for sure, because that is insane amount of buying coming in out of nowhere, holding at least the previous supply area and showing you that the previous supply area turns into demand now. I posted a video on Instagram, I think Sunday. I posted a video on Instagram Sunday talking about how to identify supply and demand zones. You can look for obviously other tools such as a MACD and an RSI. I like to just use my the thesis behind over here is looking at the chart, seeing how a stock accumulated at a certain price point, understanding how that trading works in that price point, understanding supports and resistances and supply and demand zones. I found that trade on Roblox, which I gave to you guys on Instagram a couple days ago. So this demand zone over here, which was previous support or demand zone, where the stock now pulls back to all the way down based on bad earnings report, and an amazing earnings report creates that launch towards that $50 run, but two negative earnings report brings it right back to that previous 52-week low. Does demand show up again at that 52-week low area and give us a chance to maybe get long and ride it to the north side for a beautiful risk reward? That was the trade idea set up over there, and it did give you a monster long today. Obviously, this is probably the market beta giving you that long, taking it to 2-3% to the north side. Anyone who did take that breakout long of 27, you were laughing. It was so clean, so easy, and the risk to reward was perfect on it. But overall, that's the same setup that's being offered right now on Tesla too, right? It's not the setup, but it's the same idea. Previous supply area, stock was not able to show demand. People were not willing to pay these prices at that time of the year. Stock kept going lower and lower and lower. Demand shows up around $100. Now demand starts showing up at $150, around the previous rejection prices. Then we start getting breakouts. Now the question is, obviously, when the stock comes back into this previous supply area, does demand start showing up? And it starts showing up indeed. We start getting those bounces. We start getting that move back up to the north side. If you guys remember what the anchored VWAP for Tesla, if you put it based on the 52-week low, which is basically the start of the year, it said you should be finding support somewhere around $200. We started finding support at $215, and we're getting that rally back to $300 question mark on Tesla. So it's just a time to see what really happens. This is the anchored VWAP from this peak over here, just shy of 300. We can even put in the anchored VWAP from somewhere around over here, I guess. I'll put it up from this high to see where that one shows you. That one shows you now showing probably support somewhere around $200 too, and we're anchoring off of this area a little bit behind start of the year, somewhere around I guess, what is this, August of last year or so. And it's also showing you possible supports coming in around these price on TSLA. Took my eyes off Tesla at the wrong time. I mean, yeah, Tesla was just monstrous today. I can't believe it. By the way, guys, try this out. Try this out. Watch this. Let's see if it works. It's supposed to. Hey, you guys can now control the lights of my room with the chat. How sick is that? Try like single colors, put like exclamation mark red, put like exclamation mark green, and it should there you go, boom. So if there's any time you want to catch my attention, people are gonna abuse this command, right? So I might have to you know, let it out for free now, but eventually start putting some timer on there. But you guys can go a little crazy, changing the lights right behind me over there to any color you want. And there's some other pretty cool commands in there. I'll leave those other commands hidden. I won't tell you what those other commands are, but if you find them, you find them. Now let's get back to the chart while I let your children play with those colors over there. Let's go back to HPE, or sorry, HPQ. HPQ is supposed to come out with earnings. Oh, and looks like they did miss. They are dropping 5%. We are going to delete the Tesla name over here from our list so we can start seeing HPQ. HPQ announces 0.8 compared to 0.86 compared to 0.8 estimate, so beat on EPS, and revenue also beat 3.2 billion compared to 12.39 billion. So that's a pretty monster beat on revenue. So why is HPQ dropping like it's hot right now? Not sure. Yeah, call the police, call the popo, boop boop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. You know, because we need to find out why, investigate as to why HPQ and HPE both are absolutely crashing over here today, even after good earnings reports. So big down move for both of them. One of them actually looked like they were going to the north side first, but now they're going to the downside, sadly. And Block's also joining that party to the downside. Block stock tumbles on Q2 earnings. What's driving the after hour action? Yes, I want to know this. What's driving the after hour action? Cashes from operation total from 33 million the quarter, up 15 million year over year. With Box AI, we will be able to securely connect customers, enterprises, blah blah blah, blah, leading AI models. Co-founder Box said its third quarter revenue to be between 261 and 263 million versus the consensus. Okay, yeah, I see their guidance is lower. Range of 37 to 38 versus 39. Guidance is lower. Full year revenue is expected to be 1.04 versus 1.04 to 1.044 versus 0. Lower. 0.46 to 0.15 versus 0. Within range. Box also announced $100 million expansion of stock repurchase program during the second quarter. Company repurchased 2.2 million shares at an average cost of $28.55. That's good, isn't it? When a company repurchases the shares of their selves back, doesn't that give confidence, saying, hey, the company is believing in itself or something? So you know, that looks good to me overall. Obviously the guidance is bad. The guidance does not look good for these guys, and that's what's holding Box back over here. I'm guessing that's the same problem with HPQ and HPE. These are our earnings traders for the day, and I am pretty excited to see what kind of trade Box gives us. I'm looking for that 28 short, 27.50 short, but once again, keep in mind the stock might just open in SSR tomorrow. Short sale restriction. PVH is the other stock coming out with earnings report. Not too big on the volume scale over here for PVH, but a stock that maybe could bring in some volume for us to trade tomorrow. Apparel, footwear, I believe these guys own some of the big brand names, right? What do they own again? Yeah, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, the big brand names, right? The rich brand names. Is there anything else you guys own? No, not really. Okay. Cool. Look looking at some numbers over here coming in. PVH Corp sees Q3 revenue is projected to increase mid-single digits as compared to Q3 2023. Positive numbers. PVH, where's the other one? Where'd the other one go? PVH increases full year planned repurchase up to $400 million. Another good catalyst over there for PVH, but where's the actual numbers? Okay, there you go. Q2 adjusted EPS 0.98 versus 0.175 estimate, so big beat on EPS. Revenue slight beat, not really too much of a beat, but decent enough of a beat, along with good catalysts to the north side such as guidance. PVH is now taking out a solid 52-week area. That's not true. Sorry, my charts were just on a wrong scale, so I thought it was a 52-week area getting tested out. No, we're actually just pushing out right back to previous highs the stock has had somewhere around last week. That's I guess for somehow a good catalyst. If we do see support coming back into this 82-81 area tomorrow, there could be a possible clean long all the way up to that 100 period EMA of $84. You're already seeing that possibility of the stock making that move in the after hours. Now I'm expecting supports to be showing up exactly where the stock is, right around these highs. A breakout of this high tomorrow, somewhere around $82, for a possible move up to 84. Sounds like a decent risk to reward long, especially with how GES, Abercrombie and Finch, both of them which ran up to new 52-week level highs right here. This was a breakout to a new 52-week level and finding support at that $50 area, $49 area on A and F. For GES also breaking out to that 52-week area, showing us some possible resistances couple days in a row, and now breaking out successfully to a new 52-week level high. With the way the market's moving also, I think with all things considered, PVH over here possibly has a monster move tomorrow, somewhere up to this $85, $86, $87 area. I will not be surprised if we start playing with this $89, honestly. So watch out for the stock to start pushing back to the higher end of these ranges over here. Come on. The higher end of these ranges over here on the stock, and the top somewhere around over here. This is the 52-week high at the moment, $94. That could be somewhere achieved on the weekly scale, I guess, on a swing trade. But for tomorrow's day trade, I'm looking for that $86, $87, $88 to come into play. Let's actually go see if Options AI would agree with some of our call outs over here. I guess it would not, because Options AI would probably be considering the stock going to right around where the stock is right at the moment. Let's go see where, or even lower. Usually it's lower or right around where the stock is trading at. So earnings, let's go. Come on. 9.1% expected, and we got only 1.3% move, but that's not true. It is a 9.1 expected move. Oh wow, they're expecting $88, so that's exactly what I was looking for. $88, $89 to come back into play somewhere at the higher end of these ranges. That's how options are positioning themselves, and Options AI is a tool that kind of, you know, uses a bunch of calculators and systems that my friends at Options AI, CC is his name, I guess, the CEO's name. I was talking to him, he was explaining it a little bit to me, and the way that they use AI to kind of understand this possible moves on stocks based off options. It's expecting you know, tomorrow maybe you see, or maybe not even tomorrow, but by the end of this next option cycle, which is in well, this is a month out. Maybe if we just go to a week out over here instead. That was up to September 17th, was it, or 7th? I forget now which number was that one. But come on, let's see the chart. Overall, you guys get the idea. Looking for that move up to that level. Best Buy with a pretty decent move up today. Best Buy did take off to the north side off good earnings report, which once again I'm very surprised Best Buy ever has good earnings reports. you know, my dad does shop there, so I guess I won't be that surprised because, you know, if my dad shops there, then probably there's more people with the same idea and mindset and loyalty to that brand for some reason. But I don't have any loyalty to this brand at all. You know, I go directly to the brands themselves. I go to the Logitech website to buy my Logitech tools, or even my HyperX mic, or whatever the tools I buy, my monitors. I go directly to their websites and I just buy it from there. Or Amazon. I have loyalty to. So I'm always under shock that Best Buy actually comes out with pretty. Best Buy is a dad thing for sure. It's gotta be a dad thing, dude. It's such a dad thing. Like such loyalty and you know, before Best Buy, it was Future Shop for my dad, because Future Shop was a big thing in Canada. It was basically like Best Buy, and they had tons of their stores all over the place. It was Best Buy and Future Shop. I think eventually Best Buy bought out Future Shop, and then Future Shop stores got shut down, and then it was just Best Buy. And now I'm just waiting for Best Buy to get shut down. I'm so surprised that the source, I think you guys call it Radio Shack, is even existent. Like if I think Best Buy is if I'm shocked that Best Buy is still existing, I should be really puzzled as to how the Source or Radio Shack still even makes any money. Like, who even goes into these stores to buy any of these products? I just don't get it. For me, I just go directly to YouTube, do my research, then I just go directly to the reviews part of any product, read the reviews, I buy the product, I try on the product. If I don't like it, I return it. It's that easy. I don't go to any stores, man. I don't know how people do. Delta Airlines, unusual options activity. Energy transfer, unusual options activity coming in apparently in the after hours over here, or maybe throughout the day itself. Not sure what that news wires are coming in at the moment. It was 4:30. Let's take a look at this one. Delta Airlines, unusual options activity. 14 strange trades were detected. What happened though? Bearish. Okay. Bearish options chains coming into the wires over here apparently for Delta Airlines. A little bit of a negative mindset trades being poured in. We'll see what happens if there's any trade tomorrow for us to take a look at off of Delta. But we do have a couple stocks over here on the list that we want to talk about. Best Buy, obviously the one. Oh, move that. Best Buy, obviously the one we were just talking about. Possibly trades coming in for the long side, especially on the beat on this earnings report. I would love to see how this 100 period EMA behaves. Actually, let's just delete all of our drawings at the moment because we haven't traded the stock in a long time. So let's start putting down new levels to be interested in. I'm interested in that bottom over there and this top, trying to see how this area, I guess, 78.37 to 79.87. Let's just say 78 to 80. I'm interested to see how the stock trades in this area. We also have a little bit of a support shown previously in that very same zone, so to speak. So I'm expecting to see, you know, possible resistances coming in or a breakout on this positive earnings report that the stock has just you know, hit us with. So positive earnings report, give us that breakout of this $80 area and we start making a run up to the north side and this higher end of these ranges. But if the stock starts seeing resistances again around this $80 or so, then a possible short off that $80 area, run it back to the downside, find supports off of the 75, 76 or so, and then look for that move back up. Looking to see what happens over here on Best Buy. That thumbnail is nasty, Brad says. Dave, keep on watching. We got more amazing thumbnails coming out without a problem. Bell owns the source. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, the retailer. Ah, Bell. I guess that's how they make money. Yeah, that's how they make money. Bell, the daddy Bell just supports them all day. Ooh, green. Lights changed to green. You guys are gonna love that feature, right? I like it. Let's go to the next stock over here. I do like that trade idea, looking to see what happens around that $80 price. Pinduoduo with the monster rally today, taking out a beautiful level near that 94.93 price, and now we're looking to see how we behave around these prices. Sadly though, Pinduoduo is such a choppy stock. At least right off the open, it's very choppy. From what I've traded it, so I'll be very careful as to what happens. This high rate here that I have a line from December of 2022, that line also came into play in the August of this year. So we're looking to see how we behave around this $93 price. And if we do get a breakout of this $93 price tomorrow again for a run towards that $100 or a run towards that 52-week high of 105, 106 area, then looking forward to be part of that game. Pinduoduo usually gives you a one-directional trade. Like, look at today, right? It's just a breakout, and then, oh wow, look at the grinding of that $93 price. That's how clean history comes into the market. You look left, you trade right. And looking left is very important. When in doubt, just zoom out. Shout out to Miss V for that, right? When in doubt, zoom out, look left, trade right, and you can see these levels coming into play again and again. History repeats itself a lot of times because it's market sentiment, psychology. People are if you are thinking a certain way, and if you are right more often than you're not, by which I mean you're making that cash money, baby, then there's chances are other people are thinking about the market the same way. And it's also good to think about, what's the other side of the trade thinking. If you're just thinking about the longs, but what are the shorts thinking around these areas? Whoever got short in these prices, if they didn't take profits on these moves yet, they probably have some stops around these areas. They probably have a stop over here. They probably had some stops in here for profit. They probably have a stop in here for some losses. So if you can understand both sides of the trades, both sides of the coin, then you can understand how human psychology works, and how to just position yourselves for trades on either direction. So looking for this $93 area to come back into play tomorrow. I love the way we grinded off that $93 area. The opening move itself gave you a monster breakout off that $93 too, where the stock never really came back. It never came back. You got $3 swings to the north side off that 93. Look at that. This is the 1 minute chart. Right? This is the 1 minute chart. You're watching it break out and never really put your position in trouble at all. Those are the type of levels that tells you it's in play. Now tomorrow, you smash that when it comes in. Prad, remember the 8-ball answer I put on just for you as Prad sees it? Yes, D Westermere, of course, my friend. How you been? Long time no see. Hopefully you're enjoying the market, the opportunities out there, all the chances that the market's been providing us with. Best Buy in Manhattan now. The only one has Manhattan now only has one competitor, PC Richards. Best Buy, is that a Canadian thing, Best Buy? No, it's an American thing too, right? But I guess in Manhattan it's brand new for them, I'm guessing. I'm great. Just got married. Woo! Shout out to D Westermere, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations on the end of your life, my friend. Your life has sadly come to an end now. You're about to lose all your money. And that's it. No freedom. No more freedom in life. You just lost every single argument moving forward because the wife is always right. And all jokes aside, no, shout out to you, cheers to you, very, very happy. Enjoy married life, my friend. My parents keep hounding me to get married, and I keep saying nope, not until I make $1 million, not happening. So we keep evading that path, but I'm happy for you. Enjoy. Pratt knows because he's a married man in secret. No, I'm not, dude, chill out. I didn't get married, nor will be getting married anytime soon. Took a honeymoon to Switzerland. That was expensive. Hey, we got this. Look for more opportunities like this on Pinduoduo, and we make all that money back. Look for opportunities like Tesla. Look at Tesla today, man. Was that the next stock on the list over here? It wasn't, but we'll talk about Tesla. Monster move, breaking out, holding on. I mean, not really breaking out, but showing supports again at previous resistances. And looking to run back towards that $300 area. So if this is the rally, let's see if Tesla can keep on going up there. There was no real catalyst behind Tesla other than the fact that there was some FSD news. So watch out for that bad boy. NIO had earnings today. NIO with the monster NIO dropped actually to the downside off of a miss on earnings report. They also missed on deliveries and that got hurt. I think XPEV actually did the opposite of them. XPEV actually got good earnings report. They beat on delivery, so they started rallying up to the north side. They even rallied up today 3.6% compared to what NIO did, which is dropped 5%. And I think only because of Tesla's move is where NIO basically retraced most of that move. But tomorrow I'm looking for shorts coming back in around these prices. Look for that short back through 1050, short back through 1040, giving you that trades right back to the south side. Targets are obviously somewhere down at $9 near the 52-week low areas. I'm not saying $7 comes back into play, but somewhere around these $8-9 is where I think NIO goes back down to, off that miss on earnings report. Pretty decent miss on deliveries too, sadly for themselves. And if you compare them to BYD, which actually announced a B in I think deliveries, was it? I think it was 203% B in deliveries or some crazy number like that, or maybe it was net profits. Sorry, it wasn't deliveries, it was net profits. BYD coming in with the B, and this is the biggest EV company out there in China. And look at where their price is, right? $8, $9. So I'm expecting somewhere to equally happen to those guys over there. HP coming out. HP stock falls after due to full year 2023 EPS guidance issued below estimates. Yes, we saw that one. Okay, so BYD, NIO, XPEV, Tesla, your EV sector still very much in play. Here's another sector that's in play at the moment, your Bitcoin sector, up 6% today on Bitcoin. Monster holding off that 25k section so far, and popping right back into the 100 period, 50 period EMA on the daily chart, which are both around those $28,000 prices. Let's see if we can break past above 28, get to that 30k or so. I think that the ETF is more, well, I don't know how to say this, but the ETF is in the picture more and more now. There was some sort of a ruling by the courts for Bitcoin Grayscale Trust, and if that ruling goes their way or went that way, hence we are getting an ETF. Obviously don't really trade Bitcoin, don't really watch Bitcoin, but any sort of catalyst like that, which is positive, bullish catalyst for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency sector in general, allows you to look for trades on the sector such as Coinbase, Riot, Mara, BTBT, all of them which recently got absolutely pulled back. Riot giving you the amazing pullback to get long into. Look at this section where we have seen the stock shown so much support, pulling right back into that $10 area, keeping your risk so tight. That's all you have to do on the stock market when you're looking for those A++++ setups. I don't know if I've said enough pluses over there. So you look for these A+ setups. My previous A+ setup given out on last Sunday, last Sunday on Instagram, I pointed out this long on Roblox, which was up 2-3% today. And today, I think my other trade that I'm gonna point out right now is this Riot long, which sadly is a little bit against us already. It ran away against us. It's bouncing off that $10, now pushing back into this $13 area. You can look for that breakout of that $13 area for a monster move up to $14.50, a monster move up to $15 or even higher. So look out for that whoop whoop police breakout coming in at the at that $13 price on Riot, and if $13 shows you rejection, then you have a short move right back down. Mara should be giving you something around the same idea, but Mara obviously didn't really give you that monster pullback. Showed you support at the higher end of the range, unlike Riot, which is a bullish sign, I guess. It's more bullish than it is for Riot, and bouncing right back up to the north side, looking to get back above 14. I'm interested to see what happens around the $16 to $17 on MARA if we do get back up there. Rumors of Prad's demise are greatly exaggerated. What rumors of my demise? What are you talking about? People talking shit? Is someone on the other show talking shit? They always do. They got nothing better to do, right? Took a honeymoon. Prad, are you back to trading? Yes, I am. I've been trading options, but I will be going to prop firm trading in September 5th. I think that's a Monday. September 5th? 4th. So I'll be going back to an official prop firm trading floor from Day Trade the World on September 4th. And yeah, back to that bad shit. In chat, yeah, who cares, dude? Who cares? Yeah, didn't I tell you? We don't care. We don't care about the irrelevant people and the irrelevant comments. The people we care about are the ones here who are hanging out right now, who are watching, who are looking at the streams and enjoying the time with me. Prad, they are asking daily where you are. People know where to find me. Why did you leave? I got let go. I got let go because some internal politics. Internal politics. They could not have more than one personality, and I guess my personality was taken over and getting too bright for them to handle. Yeah, and that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Now we're actually making a video. We're making a video as to the real story, as to what really happened, as to why I got let go. Quick story. I went to India for my brother's wedding. I come back. Next thing you know, I got let go because I was asking for more money, and they thought that they could get better content and more non-brand risk content out of Luca, I guess, because I guess I was a brand risk. I'll take it. I say whatever I want, whenever I want, basically. And I could come under a little bit of a brand risk because they were trying to monetize the midday show, right? They were trying to monetize the midday show. They were trying to bring in the money for the midday show, and it was hard to sell the midday show because not a lot of viewers to come watch it. Makes sense. A lot of people go out to go get lunch, to go take a break from the market. No one actually sits there, trades all day, and that's where most of my losses started coming in, which was trading during algo hour, trading during midday, during the dummy hour. It was crazy. I was forced to take trades. If I didn't take trades, the chat would be all crazy, going, "Oh, why are he's not trading? It's 2-3 hours and he hasn't taken a single position." If I traded paper trading, it was basically illegal because it says in the description, trader trades live in live market. So me trading paper trading in the midday, or anytime me being live, would have been against the law. So I have to trade live. That being said, some people do differently, right? And then being forced to take trades during the midday, obviously my emotions come into it because I have a monster day throughout the morning. I kill it off the open almost every single day. Midday, I give back my money. Now my day's cut in half. I'm tilted, I'm pissed off, and I'm telling you guys how I feel about it. They got upset a little bit about, Prad, you should not be telling people how you're tilted. We're just trying to sell the dream, trying to promote the whole idea of, this thing works throughout the day or whatever. But no, everyone knows it doesn't work. So my whole job was to bring in views during the midday, and midday views don't come in because no one wants to trade midday. People get advocated to not trade during midday all day in all books and all kind of literature. No one wants to sit there all day. And they fired me and they brought Luca in. Great. Numbers didn't really increase. Then Luca wanted more money. And Luca was asking for, granted, in my opinion, some crazy amount of money. Ooh, we got flashing lights coming in. Luca, was asking for some crazy amount of money. So they decided to not go Luca route. Then they brought in all these other people. Then they come up to me and they go, we need personality, Prad, we need a personality, and we think you are the second biggest personality on this floor compared to Sean. Sean's the biggest personality, and we need more personalities. Personalities bring in views. So I'm like, okay, whatever, but I don't want to work for you guys anymore, because last time I worked for you guys didn't give me proper warnings, proper education, nothing. You just took a trader, threw him on the internet, and told them to just do this, do whatever. Thankfully, they put me in a platform. They gave me a platform. They gave me a space to talk my shit. They gave me a space to build an audience. They gave me a space to grow into type of the person that I can be, and I will keep on growing into. But then I kind of felt cheated. I felt scammed. So I said, I don't want to work for you guys anymore. I'll just be contracted for you as a host. And then they said, okay, we're also doing this after hours show. So they gave me this after hours show. They saw that a lot of views were coming in for the after hours, and for the amount of money that I was bringing in, they don't want to give me that type of money, man. They don't want to give me that type of money because I was asking for 50% of whatever that after hour makes. They don't want to give me that. So they now find some DMs of me a year or something ago where I talk shit about him. I said I don't work for that company anymore, right? I don't work for that company anymore. I don't care about that company. This was me being salty for being betrayed, and for all my effort and love and hard work that I poured into this project. I took pay cuts. Heavy pay cuts compared to what everyone else was getting paid. Even like other trainees on the show were getting paid under the name of loyalty. I even when I came back, I still, under the name of loyalty, I took pay cuts. I was just willing to work on that project for them with a lot of heart, but I got betrayed not once, twice at this point. So whatever, it is what it is. I got no hard feelings. I got no problems with them. I don't want to burn the bridges either, because I love Neil. I want to keep that relationship going. I love Neil, and I love every single trader on that floor still. Brankles, all that OG traders that I've traded with on the floors. It's been a great time. That's my first starting 3 years of a trader, of being at a prop firm. And now it's just time to move on. Now it's time for the birdie to grow, the birdie to fly out of the house. It's time for, what the mama bird to do, which is the mama bird kicked me out of the house, basically. And now it's time for me to fly, time for me to grow, time for me to show them, hey, you made the wrong decision by just doing me elsewhere. I would have continued to help them out on this adventure that I was going towards, but they didn't want to go my route, so we're not gonna help them on their route. That's that. And I'm just saying all of this right now because obviously a lot of you are wondering what happened and so on, and I've been kind of not keeping you guys in the loop, and that's not unfair to you. I keep saying a video will be coming. The video will be dropping. It will be edited properly. Hopefully I'm gonna try and edit it properly, and we'll post it up on YouTube. But I also took a lot of losses while trading midday. I took a lot of losses during trading midday. It wasn't working, and they thankfully covered a lot of my losses under the contract that I was officially signed for the show. Right under the official contract that I was signed for the show, I had X amount of allowances to lose on, and thankfully they covered some of it. They didn't cover all of it, they covered some of it, and that kind of helped me out with all those losses during midday. But it was more my attitude towards my trades during midday apparently, and more about how I would pick fights with viewers. I would pick fights with the viewers who deserve to be picked fights with. Absolute idiots who are making usernames like Prad should come on Valeria's tits and stupid usernames like that. Before Bears versus Bull was a moderator. Before anything was actually kept, moderated properly. People were writing absolute wild shit, trolling Valeria and me all day. Poor girl could barely speak English, right? And people would say the dumbest shit. I would ban so many people just trying to protect her, trying to white knight her. And then obviously, yeah, there would be a couple trolls in the chat saying, Prad, you're gonna lose your whole bank account on the shorts or whatever. I would get tilted off that person saying that, and then I would just go heavier into my trades, and they're not wrong. I would lose more on my trades because I'm getting tilted off of this stupid comment in chat or whatever. But it was never to the point where, it felt like I was hurting the brand or hurting the sales or hurting whatever. At the end of the day, if you think about it, all that show is a marketing expense for Day Trade the World, correct? That show is a marketing expense for Day Trade the World, and these guys over there are trying to make that show actually make money, because the amount of money they've sunk into that show in employee salaries, into technologies, into equipment, and all the money that's been poured into that show, they got to make that back somehow, right? They got to make that back somehow. And that show runs red. It's simple as that, because that brand needs to be millions and millions and millions of viewers, a lot, right? So for them to make money, they need someone not like me, not like a brand risk who talks shit about Roblox every day, who talks shit about Peloton, who talks shit about this, talks shit about that. I talk shit about any company I feel like I want to fucking talk shit about. Stop me. They did, right? But now you can't stop me, because now I'll talk shit about any company I want to talk about. If I don't like Peloton, I'm talking shit about Peloton. If I don't like Roblox, fuck Roblox. I'm gonna say it, period. So finally, I'm now free. My shackles are off. I can say whatever I want to say. And if I am risking any brand a sponsorship, well, hey, I don't want to be sponsored by Roblox to begin with. I don't care. But I get it from their side. They want to turn this project into a project that actually makes money. And the only way they can do that is by having PC friendly cast. And I'm not that. I'm not him, but I am him, in the sense that I'm going to keep doing what I do over here. I'll keep making these streams for you guys where I go over stocks. I'll keep even posting reviews of my own trades where I record my screen, review that trade, review the setup for you, and hopefully you guys can learn from those setups, kind of like SMB Capital videos, and post a bunch of other videos. I have a lot planned, a lot more than I could have ever done under that umbrella. So I hope all of you stay tuned for this next chapter. The first 3 years were amazing. You got to see around 2 years of it, and now the next 3 years, the next 7 years, the next 15 years with you guys will be documented here, and we'll see what happens with that one. Real quick before we head out, Cathie Wood's ARK ETF gains over 600 million in one day as crypto EV stocks rally. Let's go ARK investment. ARK investment getting back up to the top. The great resurrection. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The great resurrection for the ARK investment and the Cathie Wood ETFs coming back. Let's see if we can start resurrecting ourselves by smacking some of these trades, and I can't wait to go back to prop trading in September. So shout out to Day Trade the World for even allowing me to go back to another Day Trade the World floor, because I thought, for all the drama that happened between my previous employer and myself, I thought they would just completely stop me from even trading on Day Trade the World, because they can if they want to. So they said, no, let the kid go on and trade. And I'm pretty sure Neil had a big play in that one. So thank you, Neil, for helping me out. Thank you for hooking me up. Look, I love Neil. I'm miss Neil a lot. I love Neil, and I can't wait to keep on talking about trading with you guys over here. Guys, good luck tomorrow. Lots of stocks to trade, lots of movers. EV sectors fire, Bitcoin sectors fire. I'm gonna post a couple trade ideas that I like on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all those social medias. So make sure you go over to this link over here. You find all my social media links right at the top, even my Discord where we talk about stocks all day in there. You'll find my affiliate links, trade ideas, get 15% off using code PRAT15. TraderSync and Benzinga, track your trades using TraderSync, and Benzinga Pro gives you all of the best news articles right away for you when you need it. Earnings tomorrow morning, we got nothing really too important, but tomorrow after hours we got CrowdStrike, Salesforce, Chewy, all three of them, which kind of gives you amazing moves. Okta too, yeah, sure, whatever, but I'm interested in Chewy, CRM, and CrowdStrike, see how these one move around. We almost forgot to take a look at the economic calendar because it is supposed to be a little hot tomorrow. We got the JOLTS number coming in today. Tomorrow we got the non-pharma employment coming out, and also crude oil coming out at 10:30, and the GDP coming out at 8:30. So 8:15 at 8:30, 2-3-star important numbers coming out, which could move the market, and pretty important numbers that the market will keep an eye out for, or sorry, the Fed will keep an eye out for, to understand which direction the interest rates need to be positioned to. AXLA apparently moved around with a lot of volume, 10.5 million shares, 17% up, but it's a penny stock. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. Kenvue still moving around. Okay, Kenvue still moving around, but nothing really too much. Is this the only things that moved up today in the after hours? That's crazy. The most the stock moved up in the after hours is 2.5% apparently so far. Is that real? That's got to be a lie. All stocks are just going down. 13% down. Another earnings play. Box, another earnings play. VFS, previous earnings play. HPQ, HPE earnings play. So yeah, all earnings plays to the downside, sadly. Nothing really too interesting. And previous earnings plays, some of them did look to the upside, green and interesting to the upside for us. Oh yeah, you don't need to look at that link. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck on your trades, and make sure you follow all our social media. Peace.